What's up, people? Hope y'all doing good. Um, I look like I woke up right now, right? Actually, I've been on the gym today. I've been at the gym. Like I wake up very, very early, 6, and went to the gym. I lifted some. Yeah, even though it was a leg day, I was doing my leg. Anyway, so today it's been 2 days actually, or 3 days since I posted anything. So I'm really gonna be very, very real quick. I'm not gonna make this video that much longer, but I had to post it. You know what I mean? So today, I'm gonna be showing you guys this market, beautiful market. I have so many. I've had so many trials actually, that I've been doing yesterday, trying to catch this beautiful move, but I was not able to do it actually. And the reason for that was because I wasn't seeing the full picture until the full picture showed itself. You know what I mean? So my mistake was actually analyzing from the lower time frames, like the 5 minute, 1 minute, 15 minute. That was my biggest mistake. I did not look any other higher time frame, and I ended up, just over trading, and I actually lost a lot of money yesterday. Probably like one almost $200, $170, something like that. And that's it's crazy thing. But anyway, we always learn from the mistake and we move on. That is it, bro. No regrets, no over talking about it or no over explaining about it. Just you made a mistake, you just gotta know what the mistake is, and that's all you need, learn from that mistake. And the next time you're just gonna be very, very careful of that kind of mistake. So this is how many times I actually tried. So what I can see right now is that yesterday I've drawn a time, this what do you call, whatever that name is, or whatever name it has. After this big move happened, right? This big move happened. Let me make it closer. After this big move happened, I drew in a candle that was before this big move happened, and I was waiting and I was hoping that the market would just come all the way here, and then maybe a little come back, then it will just go all the way up. But that did not happen as planned, and I was thinking, I was like, okay, so why don't you go another plan? So what did I do? I've drawn a trend line, and I said if this trend line is broken, I am good to go. As you guys can see, this position right now, I've got stopped out because I made my SL very, very tight, very, very little. But there was an earlier trade, this big one, but I did not trust it. I just exited from the trade. You know, I've added a positions. So this was the first trade. Okay, this big position was the first trade, and then I added another positions when I saw the market was doing a little bit good. After that, after I get stopped out this second position that I've entered, what happened was I just didn't trust it anymore. I exited all the positions I were. And ended up losing so much, like I said. So this was another trade that was before those things. I've got stopped out because I've put the SL below this level. And can you guys see with me? As soon as I put my SL below these levels, the market went directly to my SL. That is why I've heard a guy, right? I've heard a guy that was saying, if you want to outbeat, if you want to outsmart 90% of retail traders because they follow one thing, and the market usually tends to go the opposite when retail traders agree, one direction, the real money goes to the opposite direction of what we think, you know? So this guy was saying, he was an old guy, he was saying that whenever you're trading, You always have to put your entry where you would put your SL. You would benefit much more than anyone else, any retailers. So let me show you how that looks in real life. So right now, as you guys can see, here's my SL, right? That is my SL. So this guy says, if you want to outsmart people, bro, like you just have to put your entry where you would put your SL. So I'm gonna put my entry. Let me make it closer so you guys can see very clearly. So I'm gonna put my entry right there. See? So if I make my entry right there, what is my SL gonna be? Where's my SL gonna be? Probably somewhere around here, right? Probably somewhere around here. Great. Then aim 1 to 2. That's it. Aim 1 to 2. That's it. And boom. Can you guys see? I just understood it right now. I don't know. It feels like you don't see the full picture until it shows itself. But that is bullshit. If I were to look the higher time frames, I believe I could have done it better. But there's no regret. Like I said, we learn and we move on. We learn from this mistake and we move on. That's it, bro. You know what I mean? So, like I said, don't want to make this video longer. Let me know, guys, what you all think. And the next trick that I'm thinking right now, since I am on the 30-minute time frame, which indicates that I am one of the higher time frames, what I'm thinking is that the market wants to come all the way down. It's either going to be two options. The market is going to go all the way down to here. Why? Because when we go to 15 minutes, again, we don't have to trust it. But again, the reason I marked this level is because this big move is is the move that caused or that broke those little levels, those little highs. This is the one that broke this big move, right? This is the one that caused that. So this is the first retracement that the market has done before it went all the way up. I'm thinking the market wants to come all the way this to retracement, and after that we are good to go. Or bear in mind, keep in mind, what do you say? Bear in mind, or mind you, that the other option that we have, if the market wants just to go, even though this is a supply level, which I am not assuming that it's kind of strong, but it's just gonna be dependent. We're just gonna wait till we see real things, right? We're not. I mean, either way, we're not gonna go for a short position even if the market, or even if this supply zone is strong enough to come all the way down. Okay, we're not going to sell position. Our bias today is bullish. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait. If the price breaks this level, which with huge momentum, bullish candle, we are good to go right now. Okay, on the probably 30 minutes. We're not gonna trust the 15-minute. As you guys can see right now, it's kind of hesitating. We can see a little candles, and those little candles indicates that they are just a little retracement. They're just a little pullback. But the real bullish traders are in the market very strongly. So that being said, I think I'm just gonna end the video here, even though I made it almost 10 minutes, but it was worth it, you know, just recording yourself, putting yourself out there and trying to explain exactly what you did, why you did it, how you did it, and everything just will get you really benefit, will give you a lot of benefit. So that means, like, I'm teaching you guys right now, but that doesn't mean you guys are the only one that are getting benefit. No, I am also the one who's getting benefit. My way of speaking, my way of explaining things are gonna be a lot better, and my confidence gets better. My communication way of speaking gets better and everything. Anyway, that being said, love you all.